Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Yes, I know the title seems a little bit clickbaity, but no, this is anything but. The American Psychological Association, or APA, that enormously influential body that you may recognise if you've read any popular non-fiction, such as John Ronson's The Psychopath Test, it's the author of such works as the DSM, or the Manual for Psychologists, has this week published its guidelines on psychological practice for boys and men. Hooray, you might say! Men's issues are finally being recognised. Gendered problems disproportionately affecting men in the realm of suicide, depression, etc. must be getting the attention and careful handling they deserve. Alas, it is not to be. No, this document instead embraces wholeheartedly the idea of toxic masculinity and the patriarchal oppression that supposedly comes with it. Not only are the guidelines harmful to the men and boys the APA purports to attempt to help, these also harm women and girls too. Let me explain. First of all, the entire document is enshrined in political rhetoric, describing masculinity as an ideology pure and simple, purely socially constructed. Second, it defines traditional masculinity as a burden, a curse, a bane on society for being so anti-feminine as to promote ideas like achievement? If you get anywhere in life, it's because you're being toxic. Any success can't be attributed to you as a man. Traditional masculinity also apparently concludes adventure. Sorry boys, and of course by extension girls, if you want to go on adventures you're exemplifying toxicity, and you must be stopped. Such toxicity, very bad, no no no. I never knew that by wanting to go travelling for new experiences and for a sense of adventure, I was harming both myself and all of society, but I guess you learn something new every day. Risk-taking is also apparently too traditional. You must live in as sheltered a way as possible, never taking any risks. That skydiving trip or ski trip you wanted to take, that shot at a new job that you wanted to challenge yourself with, don't you realise you're enforcing the patriarchy? Don't you dare do that! Why even leave home? You should all stay with your parents until they die, and this will become the new norm. As Twitter professor John Wright of HDX Academy says, the presence of these traits has conveyed immense benefits to society, and an absence of them in no way provides a benefit to the man in question. The guidelines have an entire passage dedicated to gender role conflict, and about how it's bad that learned behaviours restrict us. The idea that traditional values and ethics should constrain what we do? Nah, that's abhorrent to these people. The APA instantiates the ideas of traditional men as systematic oppressors, mainly due to their apparent blindness as a result of unearned privileges, and that this causes problems if they want to, affectionately touch another man. Yeah, no. It's almost as if men respond to what women want when it comes to looking for a partner. Someone who is competent at their job, capable of protecting the family, confident, someone who exudes strength of character, even if not necessarily physically. Not someone who affectionately touches other men and who whines all the time, taking no responsibility for themselves or others. Apparently, some of the factors defining this unearned privilege include being born the right colour, white of course, ignoring the Indian and Asian populations who massively over-index in success in places like America, being middle class, and my absolute favourite, being Christian. It's not as if the UK has just had to order a review into the persecution of Christians worldwide because they are being murdered at 250 a month, with 215 million apparently facing systemic discrimination or abuse worldwide. But still, we men, Christian men in particular, benefit from a magical, omnipotent privilege force that envelops us for our entire lives. The guidelines are built around a book called New Psychology of Men, that tells of how status and competition harms us. Congratulations on identifying the problem, Levant and Pollack 1995. We must now go forth and remove all status from men to protect them. The book claims that all masculinity is socially constructed and inherently patriarchal. No bias there at all, no politics, no no no. The guidelines make no mention of the many, many biological differences that have been noted over time in psychological and neuroscientific literature that can be traced back as far in development as in utero. Everything is reduced down to sexism, to power, and to privilege. This document has the potential to destroy lives. It will be used in custody hearings, in workplace training programs, and it will be used to discriminate against anyone not seen as meek Will this help any men, you may be asking? And the answer is no. You're better off getting your life together through someone like Jordan Peterson, who has had to detach himself from the majority of the humanities due to the infection of this social constructivist view. The APA's own report makes the observation that traditional men are unlikely to go to therapy. And is it any wonder? When your therapist tells you you're feeling bad because you suffer from too much success in the biological lottery and that you should check your privilege to better understand yourself, how exactly do you think you're going to react? Especially if you're a traditional male, honestly. Don't think you're safe if you live in Britain either and you want to see a psychologist. The British Psychological Society is deeply entwined with the APA, and you can guarantee what happens over there will happen here sooner or later. So lessons from today. Don't go to your psychologist, guys. Like, comment and subscribe. Not so obvious, out.